EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Cleveland Browns.
Zerline to kick off for down.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my boys' member. Last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Browns.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Now 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now. And this one is right through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40, the 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
For the point after.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
7. Browns.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Oh, a heck of a move. Man. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Prescott. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, an 80-yard touchdown. And once again, the Browns are back in front. One play, 80 yards. Recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Tackled by Sione Taki.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Browns 10, Cowboys 7.
Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
30-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
30-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
35-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 1st down, Prescott. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 15 now. Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
Nick Chubb.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
By Trayvon Diggs.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland 1st. A run for Nick Chubb. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Browns have moved out in front. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Makes the score Browns 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Cowboys. First and 10 at the 30.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down, and that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This one complete into the hands of Higgins.
Mayfield's pass.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On the carry, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield, and finding the tight end Hooper.
Mayfield's pass.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. This pass complete to Higgins. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
4 at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. This is caught, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now,
17.
see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 29, Prescott. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brings up 3rd down.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. They'll run with Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
First and 10 at the 30.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check cross, check cross, check cross. Hey, check 24.
Throwing, Prescott. And Prescott, his third interception. John Johnson with the INT. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mayfield to throw it. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They run. Chubb. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They go play action. Mayfield. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Steps away. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. A gain of 13. It's a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott rolling to his left. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 31.
Prescott now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pick.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Browns 31.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
24.
They run it again with Chubb. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Stop short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
Ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The tackle made.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And at the 50-yard line.
Prescott now from the 50. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 34 yards to gain that time. Another first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. And defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
Enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you. But for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game. And no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
Keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Cowboys 38, Browns 34. Greg Zuerlein to kick off 4th down.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Zeke with a shake and bake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football, get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, this game's over.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Again, it's Elliott.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Add one, tell me once.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now.
The Browns
probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
40.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Hey, one set. Check, right, 54, right, 50, 23.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Today's final
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll have another home date next week